Yeah.
Hi everyone, I'm Riza. I have type 1 diabetes. It is in my routine to do regular exercise to manage my condition. For today, my roommate and I will be going for a walk in two parks near our place. As diabetic, it is important to check blood sugar levels before doing any exercises. Glucose. I have my blood glucose meter to check my blood sugar level. So I have washed my hands and I'm using this alcohol swab to clean my fingers. Then I'm going to get a strip. Then I use a lancet to prick my finger. Okay, my sugar level currently is 7 millimoles per liter, so I'm good to go. If I have below 7 millimoles per liter, I have to eat some carbs to prevent hypoglycemia or low blood sugar. And I have to send this reading to my phone. Okay, it's here. So my blood sugar level before exercise is 7, so I can go for exercise now. we're back home and we bought breakfast along the way. So before breakfast, I have to check my blood sugar level. It's advisable to check the blood sugar level before breakfast in order to know whether there is a need to adjust the amount of insulin to be injected. I'm going to check my sugar now. Oh, it's 7.3. It's higher than before I did my exercise. Okay, for meal. For type 1 diabetics, we have insulin to carbohydrate ratio. So it means that I have to calculate the amount of carbs in food to know and to inject the right amount of insulin. My ratio is 1 unit of insulin for every 12 grams of carbohydrates. So how do I find out the amount of carbs? I have different apps and there are nutrition information at the back of like the package of the food. Okay. For breakfast, we have nasi lemak. It has 79 grams of carbohydrates, and I will be having avocado milkshake also without sugar, which has 7 grams of carbohydrates. So I will add them, then I will divide them into 12 to inject now my insulin. So injecting insulin, you have to rotate the injection site to prevent swelling and to have a good absorption. So what I do is I associate the side of I usually inject around my belly. So I associate it every meal. So for breakfast, I inject on the right side of my belly button. For lunch is at the upper side, and then dinner on the left side, and then before bedtime is on the lower part of my belly button. So I have to use an alcohol pad first to clean the area of my injection site, and then I have to take needle. The needle is actually short. This one is 5 mm. Then I have two types of insulin. This is before food and this is before bedtime. So my amount of insulin varies depending on my food. So today I have 86 grams of carbohydrates. So I have to inject 7 units. So I need to prime first. So I need to dose it into 2 units and then to clear the bubbles in the needle. Then I will have 7 units of insulin. Then I inject it. Hindi na dito lang. Some people are wondering whether it's painful. Actually, it's not, because this one is only until the fat tissue. Okay, and that's it. Then I have to remove the needle from the insulin pen. Okay, this insulin is almost empty. When I twist it, it's only until 12. I can't twist it anymore. So this one has only 12 units. So I think this one will be only until lunch. So I have to get a new insulin for dinner.
To check the amount of carbohydrates in foods, I use apps such as diabetes and MyFitnessPal. These apps can be downloaded and installed for free. Diabetes is recommended by my diabetes nurse educator. It has several features. There's a section to log blood sugar level, but I only use this app as a reference for carb counting. For breakfast, I have nasi lemak, There are various results with calories, carbs, and sugar content of each food. There are also some foods from specific restaurants. I choose the first one. This is the typical set meal in hawker centers and coffee shops. Nasi lemak has 79 grams of carbohydrates, and I also have avocado milkshake for breakfast. And it is without sugar, so it has 7 grams for 1 cup. So I will add them. So in total, I have 86 grams of carbs for breakfast. And diabetes features food in local context. On the other hand, my fitness pal features food from different countries. For instance, if I'm going to search for nasi lemak, foods from Malaysia and others are also included. It has a wider food database. My Fitness Pal and N-Body Diabetes are great references to know the amount of carbs rather than making a wild guess. It is still best to check pre and post meal blood sugar levels to see how the meal affects the blood glucose. I'll be checking my blood sugar level again to know whether it's high or low. It's 5.8, so it's good reading. So I can have my breakfast now, and it's lunch, and I will have 75 grams of carbs, so I'll be injecting 6 units of insulin. So it's the same procedure. I have to take an needle, and I will be using an alcohol pad to clean the site, and then let it dry. I'll be injecting at about my belly button. Up to 6 units, and then so sometimes physical activity affects up to 24 hours. So even if this morning after doing my exercise, my blood sugar level raised a little bit, but it can have an impact to insulin sensitivity. So right now I have good reading, hopefully throughout the day, and I'm ready to eat lunch. For lunch, we have rice, prawn soup with vegetables, and banana. For this type of meal, I only need to know the amount of carbs in rice and banana. The soup has non-starchy vegetables like lady's finger, long beans, and eggplant. They are rich in fiber, which helps in blood sugar control, and they have plenty of vitamins and minerals. However, if I have non-starchy vegetables such as pumpkin, potatoes, yam, corn, and others, I have to consider the amount because they contain carbs that affect my blood sugar level. I'll be eating 1 cup of rice, and which has 45 grams of carbohydrates, and this Cavendish banana has 30 grams of carbs. So for lunch, I'll have 75 grams of carbs. Whenever I buy food at the supermarket, I always check the nutrition label. So for this cereal, it has 48 grams of carbohydrates for 1 cup. So I'm going to check my blood sugar level again because it's dinner time. Okay, I'm gonna use the other side of my hand. I'm gonna change the lens. Okay. My blood glucose level before dinner is 5.4. I have rice for dinner again. Rice is a staple food for me. I usually have rice during lunch or dinner. I will be injecting 4 units of insulin because I'm going to eat only 45 grams of carbohydrates for dinner. Fish has no carbs, it is protein, and it's the same as vegetables, so I will only have rice. This is my blood sugar levels before meals and bedtime for today. I didn't check after meals because I already know my ratio. Previously, I had to check my pre-meals and post-meals to know if I inject the correct amount of insulin and to find out my insulin to carbohydrate ratio.